Doing, guys?
Good. How are you?
Happy Wednesday.
TJ, what do you think of seeing your former team on top of the division right now?
Yeah, I think it's just, it's another team, and we have a chance to be able to go out and play them this week, and that'll be a lot of fun. So, we got everything out in front of us that we set out to do. So, we just got to control what we can control and go out and play as hard as we can.
With their offense, you worked obviously closely with Ben Johnson there. What do you remember of your time with him?
Yeah, Ben was my tight ends coach for a couple of years, and he's an awesome dude. I loved Ben. Being able to work with him, and he was able to teach me a lot while I was there. He's got a good offensive mind, and he does a lot of things really well. So he fits really well with Jared too. And it's going to be a good challenge for our defense, but nothing they're not up for, by any means. So it's going to be a lot of fun on Sunday.
What are the challenges of playing with a series of different quarterbacks? What do you have to do differently as a receiver, or does it just take more time to prepare during the week?
I've alluded to this, previously. It's just, it's one of those things. Quarterbacks, each of them have different things that they want out of their receivers, whether it's indicators or timings or leverages and stuff like that, so they can see it and play in the timing of their drops and playing the timing of the protection. So I think it's just different things from each quarterback. And when you're in the season like this, you just have communication with them and you talk to them throughout the weeks. And I've been with I was with really three quarterbacks in four years last year, so it's not something I'm not used to, being able to have a communication, have a conversation with the quarterbacks about what they want. So as a tight end, you kind of in the middle of the field, they're able to see leverages and stuff. So nothing too crazy that we have to do particularly.
As a check down guy, though, a lot of times the tight end, are you more aware, you become more of a presence and aware that the ball could be coming to you?
Yeah, 100%. If the first read's not there, or, if we're going out to the flat or in the hook or, over the ball or something, those are opportunities for the quarterback to get the ball out of his hands if he has to. And then you just got to go make a play with it, and that's kind of something that we've had to do throughout the year, We had a 3rd and 15 last week, and chipped the guy and ran up the middle and converted. So it's those things are huge for the offense and just being able to keep the chains going. But just you got to be aware where you're at in the sideline and what you're doing, and just make yourself available for the quarterback and go make a play.
TJ, we got the Lions twice in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Potential of meeting again in the playoffs even after that. What do you think that could do for the rivalry, just kind of both fighting for the playoffs down the stretch and playing so frequently?
Yeah, it's cool. You want to be relevant in December, right? So, and you want to be playing for something in December, and that's what we're doing here in this locker room. So, it's going to be a lot of fun these next few weeks. And like I said, we can only control what we can control, and that's going out there and playing as hard as we can and playing our best ball. So, yeah, it's there. We get Detroit for this week, and then obviously in a couple weeks, and just being able to see them. They know what we can do, we know what they can do, and so there's not really many secrets. It's just who can go out there and play the best and prepare the best, and who can play fast and make plays. So it'll be fun.
Is it hard to keep the focus just on this week when you guys probably collectively know how much is at stake over the next 3 weeks?
I don't think so. You play this season, you play this game week by week. There's so many ebbs and flows, and that's what analysts are for. Just kind of figuring out where we're at and doing all that. We just play the game on Sundays, and like I say, you just can't take a Sunday off. You got to play every day, play every snap, play and prepare the best you can for Sunday. But I think a lot of it is the preparation going into the week, and we don't look at Green Bay, or we don't look at the next week or figure out where we are. I mean, obviously you want to know, so you know what we have to do, but those are things that you don't look at. There's so many ebbs and flows in this season, and so you just take it week by week and team by team.
Just knowing that there's ebbs and flows like that make it easier to move past a game like last week. I think I remember you talking earlier in the year about sometimes games can stick with you and then kind of.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes games can stick with you for sure. It's easy to say, harder to do, obviously, is moving past things. But, growing in this league and becoming older and having more years under my belt, you have to let things go, and you have to go back in the off season and recollect and understand what you could have done better. But that's for the off season. During the season, you are who you are, and you play how you play, and there's things that you learn and things that you improve during the season. But you just got to let things go, and understand that some weeks people will love you, and some weeks people will hate you, and that's just how it works. I mean, you go out there and play the best ball that you can every week, and prepare like you're going to, and things will come.
What did you think of Ty's performance Saturday?
It was awesome. I mean, he averaged 6 a carry or something like that. I mean, that's awesome. Just to see a guy like that, Ty. I mean, he's a Nashville guy as well. He goes down there, works out, and I see him every once in a while in the off season. So to understand how hard he's worked, obviously not just this season, but in the off season as well, and who he is as a person. And it's just incredible to see him succeed on Sundays and have the game that he had. And, we're going to definitely lean on him to continue that the rest of the season.
What do you think of another Iowa tight end doing it in Sam Laporta?
Yeah, I mean, he's been awesome for them. I mean, that's, Sam, I was my second year in the league. I went down there and sat in the meeting room with him and, taught him some stuff, and it's just cool to see all the Iowa guys. I mean, doesn't matter who you are or where you play. I mean, there's a bond there just being Hawks. So it's great to see, and he's going to be very successful in this league, and he's going to continue doing what he does. Yeah.
What can you teach somebody in that setting?
I think there's a lot you can teach in a setting when you're on a whiteboard and you have tape in front of you. I mean, you can show what you see and how you do things. I mean, it is cool to be able to see, and I've been in that seat obviously before, and with the pen in my hand. So to understand what guys do differently and what they see pre-snap, post-snap, and how you kind of release against man coverage and how you win against man coverage and how you win against zone coverage and finding the zones in it. And, there's a lot that you can kind of see pre-snap. And then obviously, this league is made of mass coverages, and they try to disguise as much as they can. So trying to be able to decipher post-snap too, because you don't always get to see, or they'll give you a man tell and they'll play zone. So stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot to learn in a whiteboard with film in the room. So I mean, it is fun to be able to do that kind of stuff.
TJ, as you close in on 100 catches, 1,000 yards, what do numbers mean to you?
Not much right now. Obviously it's just you want to go out there and, like I say, you play every Sunday as hard as you can, as much as you can, and you kind of look at that stuff after the season, and be able to recollect. But Kirk's alluded to that. I mean, every year you want to go into the season and just be a consistent player, and every Sunday you want to be able to be that guy that can make plays when your number's called, and that's just what we strive for. So that's what I'm going to continue to try to strive for, and just be consistent throughout the year. But that's the numbers and stuff that doesn't really matter to me too much right now. That's, like I said, that's stuff that you look at in the off season and recollect and just see where you were at.
Talking about getting older, do you feel old at 26, I think it is?
Yeah, right. No, I don't feel old by any means. It's just fun to be able to have some. I came into this league as a young player. I was 21 years old, so to be able to you know, kind of watch and see where I've come from since then, and the knowledge of the game and everything has been it's been a blast. You know, I just love this game so much. So there's a lot of things that go into it, and a lot of, you know, knowledge and preparation that goes into it, and guys that see different things or do different things, and you know, to kind of be able to, you know, help younger guys and you know, help them see some things that maybe they wouldn't in their first or second year, and be able to, hey, look for this or look for that. And that's kind of what I mean by old, you know, but is more the knowledge of it. But no, I feel pretty good. Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.